Welcome back. So we're going to practice the technique of Buteyko breathing to start out. All right. And we're going to follow that up immediately with some gut gentle therapeutic massage. All right. When you have an upset tummy, some of it upset intestines, upset digestive system. Some of it can be the pH of your blood, the pH in your lungs. And so Buteyko will help that. If you have another reason that you have upset tummy or intestines or digestive tract issues, the massage that we do can be very helpful. And taking a probiotic, and I've had to do this on a number of occasions. If I've had an antibiotic, the antibiotic, it kills whatever it's supposed to kill. But the flip side of the coin is it also kills all the intestinal biome. It's called the biome, the gut biome, where all of the bacteria that's supposed to live down here and help digest food and make things work, all of that dies too. The antibiotic kills it. And you have to rebuild the gut biome. And especially if you're taking an antibiotic for a long period of time, it's a nice idea to, if you're on like a 6-hour cycle with an antibiotic, let's say you take an antibiotic. This is what I do. Okay. I'm not giving you a prescriptive advice here. I'm not a doctor, but what works for me, antibiotic at 12, probiotic at 3, antibiotic at 6, probiotic at 9, antibiotic at 12, probiotic at 3, antibiotic at 6, probiotic at 9. If you follow that, when I follow that cycle, here's what I discovered. The antibiotic works. Okay, it's killing the icky stuff I don't want. But right about now, my gut is saying, well, I don't feel too good. Take a probiotic. That helps to start to rebuild the gut biome. Well, you get to 6 o'clock, you got to take another antibiotic. Well, that's going to kill everything you just put in over here. But that's the way the stuff works. And so you let the antibiotic work until 9, killing all the icky stuff, plus the good stuff you just put in there. And you take another pill of good stuff and a probiotic, and it rebuilds until 12. So you're constantly changing the chemistry of your gut as you're taking the antibiotic. It's unavoidable. If you're going to take an antibiotic, this is what you're going to suffer. And it can be very painful. It can be very annoying. It's helpful, though, I've found, to take a probiotic during the course of the antibiotic treatment. You're not diminishing the impact of the antibiotic because it's designed to kill the bad stuff that it's trying to kill. But it also kills everything else. It's scorched earth. And so that's the way around that. So anyway, having said all that, let's practice the Buteyko cycle once before we get into everything. But I'd like you to do it with a little shift. We do our weight shift back and forth. And the idea is that your physical lung is about that big, but your imagination lung is this big. And the air is going to be imagined as water. So as we breathe it in, it's going to go all the way down to here. And we're going to only breathe that much air. We're not going to breathe this much air. We're going to breathe that much air. All right. And the trick to this, the hardest part of this, a glass, you pour water in it, the glass doesn't close. The water just sits in the glass. It's not a problem. You need to treat your lungs the same way. So when you inhale, at the top of that inhale, you want to feel like you're yawning. So just yawn right now. You feel how open it is? When you do Buteyko, you want that open feeling, not closed. So do your best to feel like it's a yawn, even though you're only taking in this much air. And when you practice it at home, count on your fingers. We do 10 of them. So I'll be counting on my fingers like this. All right, so here we go. Let's do it together. So breathe in a small amount and exhale everything. We breathe in, out, 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 out. Rest, empty. In, 25, 30%. Out, 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 out. 100% empty. In, open, out, 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 out. Empty. In, 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 out, 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 out. Empty is the last one. 10. In, out, 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 out. Empty. And now just breathe normally. Okay. So the lungs are now perfectly balanced for your pH. It's a beautiful thing. I had a question in my last experience here earlier today. Is it better to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the whatever the mouth, nose, mouth, nose? And one of our friends here a week or so ago asked the same question, and I want to give you the answer one more time as we shift now back and forth and let our heart get some help in circulating all the blood that's down here in our legs. When we have it's called a nasal concha. Okay, it's a very complicated curly Q shape up here in your sinuses, made out of tissue. It's flexible. And when you have a cold, it gets blocked up with mucus, and that's where you get this pressure in your head. Well, when you inhale through your nose, the nasal concha cleans the air, gets the pollen, the dust, the dirt out of the air. It humidifies it to the correct water level for your body. It adjusts the temperature of the air. So if you're outside in the 12 degrees, you're not breathing freezing air into your lungs. It heats it up for you. And in this hot summertime, it actually cools it down a little bit for you. You breathe all that in, and so the air that makes it past the concha, that gets to your lungs, is clean, humidified, temperature regulated, and ready to go. So it goes through the lungs, the alveoli, through the blood, through the body. And when the oxygen is being taken out of the air and put into your body, your body is automatically dumping the carbon dioxide from the last breath that you took. So you're taking in fresh oxygen at the same time that you're dumping carbon dioxide. And when you exhale, the carbon dioxide is primarily what's coming out. If you exhale through your nose, then you're pushing the carbon dioxide back up through the concha and forcing the concha to clean it again, even though it's on the way out. I like the analogy of when you put coffee in a coffee filter, it drains out the bottom. You don't turn the coffee filter over and use it again, because all the junk that was in the inside originally is now getting dumped back into the inside. For me, that image works. So I inhale through my nose, the air goes in clean. I exhale the dirty air out my mouth, because all the garbage from my blood, from my body, from my lungs is going out my mouth, not back up through the cleaning system of my nose. There are other breathing exercises that, of course, involve only nasal breathing. Sometimes you inhale on one side and you exhale on the other side. You're going back and forth, closing your nose this way with your fingers. All right. There are a lot of different systems, and each one has value. Is Buteyko the end-all breathing system that fixes everything? No, of course not. Nothing is. As long as you're breathing, you're alive. But the way that you breathe has an effect on your body. And it's been proven scientifically that Buteyko system balances your pH and makes everything else happier. All right, so there you have it. Now, the gentle massage for the biome, okay? Just barely touch your skin, right? Or your jacket or your clothes or whatever it is. And the chi ball, let's make a chi ball first, all right? Expand it. Imagine this ball of light here. Imagine water coming up this arm, going across your chest, coming down this side, and then creating a chi ball here, a ball of energy. It goes up one side, across and down. Doesn't matter which direction. Everybody has their preference, all right? But imagine that flow. It feels like this. And you got this chi ball, all right? Manipulate it, pull it out, compress it. When we do our breathing here, inhale, and your hands come together, well, here's the chi ball. As you bring it down, you're bringing that chi ball down. And then you relax, okay? Inhale. And up here is the chi ball. You bring it down, and you relax. Okay, so now make the chi ball independently of all that, okay? And now in your mind, separate it into two pieces, like two grapefruits. Okay, now go to your lower dantian, right below your belly button, and just put your hands on like this. Okay, if you're a male, your dominant hand is first, and then that's the yang. The yin is on top. Women very often feel better if they put their left hand down first and with the right hand on top. There's no rule here. Everybody's different, but there's a comfortable one and a less comfortable one. For me, I like my red hand down first. If you like your blue hand down first, do that because that's what matters. All right. And in solidarity with you, I'll do the blue hand. So gently rub across, right? Here's my belly button, right in the middle of this triangle thing or this shape. Here's my belly button. Okay, I'm going to be a little below. I'm going to come out the sides and draw up right to the base of my ribs. I'm going to come across. Now, the large intestine goes right over here. And then gently sink down. Now, I'm using about 1 pound of pressure down. And then I'm just sliding softly. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. And see how my red hand went under naturally? About 1 pound of pressure down. And release it. And come up. No pressure. And down. You're massaging the organs. You're massaging all the fluids and all the stuff that's in there. And you're helping it sink, which is what you want. And this is if you have a tummy issue, think down. At the end of our experiences, every time we tap and we always squeegee our skin down, down. Now, there's the flip side to this move too, which is up. But if you've got an upset thing going on, you don't want to draw anything up. You're trying to get everything out, okay? So soft, 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 a little pressure down. And release it, soft. And if you relax your perineum is the center point right down in the middle. Just relax that. Relax. And a gentle inhale here. And a full exhale here. Okay, we'll do it 2 more times. Now, when you're doing this on your own, you might want to do it for 10 minutes. All right? That could be 100 times. And it's very, very soothing to the gut biome. All right? So you have your Buteyko breathing, you got your probiotic, and you have this gentle exiting massage. And I was compelled to tell you about that today. Little bird told me I should, so I did. Hope you found it helpful. So here we go. Welcome back. Shift your weight. Beautiful. We have a nice flow already. I can feel it. And now float the red out. Come down and up. And with I'm wearing this pattern jacket. I've got 3 shirts on and 2 pairs of pants. It's pretty cold where I am. But this pattern, you can see how much my torso is turning. All right. So from my tailbone to the top of my head, I'm rotating. All right. Now get the blue side ready and bring it down. Go up and out. And the out is a reach. And I'm always inviting you to find your balance point. So when I'm out here, I'm going to pause. Here's my proof. All right. Find your balance point when you get out here. You don't have to stay here, but just know where it is. And come down. Oh, here's my proof. All right. I find my balance every time. You can feel it. I call this fast slow or slow fast. You go slow enough to feel it and know where it is. And with time, you'll know right where it is every time and you can go faster. When we do fast Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Baguazhang, Xing Chuan, whatever it is after having done it a lot slowly so we know where our balance point is. Now take the red, float it up, and come down. Now this is a little ricochet off the bottom. Kaboom. And out. And again, every time, where's the balance? Oh, there it is. Right? I go out. Oh, there it is. And I come back over. Now you can constantly test your balance by simply letting your opposite foot off the ground. Not your foot, your heel rather. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. So here, this heel is off the ground. Here, that heel is off the ground. That's all I need to do to know that I'm safe and balanced. All right, down over the top. Let's engage the blue. Over the top, out. Over the top, out. Over the top, and out. One more. Over the top, and out. Letter T. Now, all of that was shifting and turning. Letter T is going to be folding. So as I come down, you notice I'm folding. My knees are back, my legs are straight. As I begin to come up my center, I'll bend my knees and come up. I'm up straight. And then I'll come down and relax. My knees are back, my knees bend, I come up and I relax. Knees are back, up and relax, up and relax. Reverse, over the top and down. Now the down, fold, come down, knees, come up and relax. When I'm coming down, the backs of my hands are together. As I come down and release it, I roll out. This is the Chuan, okay? Chuan is the twist. So I come down together here, and I come out like that. All right, so let's go down. Ready? Here we go. Down. Knees open. Down. Knees open. One more. Now you'll notice we left out the relax, right? Well, we're practicing the move, that's why. But now let's relax. We come down and release. Okay, over the top, down, come up, down, release. Over the top, down, release. Over the top, down, and release. All right, now, letter T, red up, blue down. So this is not a fold because we're using 2 hands and we're going in 2 directions. This is a rotate. So I'm shifting my weight once again to my balance point. Right? Good. And when I get to letter T, I'm going to change direction. Go. All right. I was speaking with somebody else earlier about the levels of doing this. So right now we're doing, let's call this a level 1. 1, not because it's simple, but because it's a 1. You can call it level X. Doesn't matter. Okay. We get to here, and we've been standing here doing this. But what was our first move? We did the up and out, right? Okay. Well, what if I go to my what I'll call level 2? What if I take my foot and bring it out there, and take this foot and bring it out here? Now we were doing this at the beginning, but what if I turn into this now? This is the identical move. It's just on a different level. Make sense? If I want to do the red side, here it is. If I want to go over the top and come down, here it is. Same here, right? I want to do both back and forth. I want to do one up and one down, or the other way. It's all the same move, my friends. It's just the level at which you do them. So if we do them standing up, it's one thing. If we do it with a wider stance, it's the same thing with a slightly different twist to it. If I do it in one direction here, or if I do it in one direction here, or if I shift back and forth, nothing has changed. It's not a new move. It's just how do we use the instruments we have below our waist to accomplish our goals in this. All right. So now let's take an example of that. So together, feet are normal. Polish the table. Come to your kidneys. Fold and push through. Okay. Keep it easy. Little fold, little bend, push through. Not a big deal. All right. And as we age, people who are younger than us assume, well, that's what they can do. That's what grandma and grandpa can do. They're old and they have to do this little thing. And isn't that nice? Well, guess what, grandma and grandpa? You don't have to stay here. You can fold more, you can bend a little more, and you can stand up a little more. And the amount to which you do this is entirely up to you. So as an instructor of this stuff, I can say, okay, boys and girls, we're going to do this now. We're going to go way down here and do that. And half of you are going to go, I don't think so. And I don't blame you. Hey, we're in the same boat here, baby. So I'm just going to sink a little lower today, standing out here in the cold weather on a Sunday morning. And suddenly I find myself in Florida and it's 85 degrees outside. Well, gee whiz, my knees work better today because it's warm out. Oh, I can go a little lower with this. Or I can bend a little more with that. Each of these is the same move at a slightly different level. And it's very important for you to understand that because, this can get boring, right? You do that. Yeah, it feels good. It does all that stuff. But you know what? Some days you just want to go a little bit more. You want just a little bit more. And you have permission to do it. You're totally capable of doing it. Okay, so now let's go front to back. And we add in the relax right here. Boom. Front to back. And relax. Now take away the relax. Coming in here. Come through. Come in here. Come through. Coming through. Coming through. Okay, I need to relax. So we do it again. We come through. And we relax. Oh, good. Come through. And relax. There's no wrong here. Follow your body. It will tell you what you want to do. All right, now we did the front to back. Let's do the opposite direction. The horizontal version of this looks like front kidney, back kidney, push through, turn, push through, right? And then we arbitrarily say, okay, let's change direction. So we get to here. All right, I'll go the other way. Not too fancy. Well, let's call this level 1. Where's level 2? Well, what if I took, let's relax your arms. What if I took my blue foot, put it out front a little bit? We know about this. And I put my blue hand here. And I put my red hand here. Okay. Could I go like this and come around? Absolutely. So try that. So your blue foot's forward. All right. You just go out, front and back. Reverse direction. Go around. Come around. Come around. All right. Switch feet. Red. Okay. Let's put the red in front, blue in the back. Push through. Turn. Push through. Turn. And you say, oh, gee, Pat, that's pretty cool. Can I do anything else with this? Absolutely. What if we put our red foot front and then we shift it back to our blue? And then we shift it to the front and we shift it to the back. Let's try that. Let's do the simultaneous front to back for this one. Easier to think about. All right, so I'm on my red. On my kidneys in the back. I'm going to push through. I'm going to open, but I'm going to shift my stance back. And I'm going to turn and bring these hands. I'm going to go front, open, front. This is polished. Nothing has changed, my friends. All you're doing is opening your stance and turning your hips. All right, reverse direction. Go in the front. Go out the back. In the front. Out the back. In the front. And out the back. If you play with this, inhale, and experiment, you're going to find some cool moves that you like that feel good. And you are not doing anything wrong, because over the last 5,000 years, and probably longer than that, people in different cultures have been developing ways for them to heal their bodies. We've only had the medicine and Western medicine we've had now really for about 100 years. I mean, before that, 75 years before that, the guy that did surgery on your gallbladder was the dentist or the barber, in the old days, back in the West. And so modern medicine is really rather new, but we worship at the altar of it because it's really good, but it's reactive. You have to get sick before you go to the hospital. Well, what you're doing here is preventing yourself from getting sick so you don't have to go to the hospital. All right. And when you move your body in these ways, you're developing that skill set. All right. Now, we started out, as we always do, with this. All right. So last time we did our front and back in groups of 6 and a parabolic curve in a group of 6. So let's do that again today, and you'll understand instantly what it is. So relax your hands. Feel now a lot of softness in your body. We're going to take our blue foot and swing it up to northwest and go forward for 6. You ready? So blue foot in, blue foot front, and front, front, front. So you're really on your front leg. Here's 5. Here's 6. Now bring the blue foot back and go back east-west. All right. Red foot in, front, 6, 5. Let your arms hang and go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, east-west. Okay, blue foot southwest. Ready? Come in, back, 6, 5. Let your hands go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back and out east-west. Okay, red side back. Ready? Southeast. Come in and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come in east-west And now the parabolic curve, front to back. Blue foot comes in and goes front. 6, 5, 4, 3. Now we're about to shift all the way behind us. So bring it in and go back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Return to northwest. In 6, 5, 4. The foot goes in and then back out. 2, 1. Bring it in. There's your balance. Go back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now bring it in and go neutral here and east-west. The red side. Ready? Come in. Front. 6, 5, 4. So your foot makes a parabolic curve. 2, 1. It slides into the other foot and continues to the back. 6, 5, 4. It's an arc like this. 2, 1. Come in and go front. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in, go back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to neutral. And here we go. Good. Now inhale and exhale. Enormous help for your balance, enormous help for your preparation not to fall down during wintertime. All right, we did a lot of stuff with our shoulders and all this stuff. We don't need to do a lot of that right now. I would like to continue downward, though. So we just did a lot of knees and a lot of hips. Well, what's below all that? Well, your ankles. So let's roll that ankle out a little. And I'll remind you that we are like trees. Our sap runs down in the wintertime. Our energy drops. We hibernate. And when we hibernate, the inside of our body, metaphorically speaking, dries out a little bit. And the tendons get a little drier. They get a little stiffer. And so I've got this foot rolled out over here. And normal shoes, I'm not wearing karate shoes today. I'm not wearing kung fu shoes. Normal shoes like these tennis shoes I got on, sneakers, they are designed to keep your foot flat. It's very hard to roll your ankle out when you're wearing normal shoes. The problem comes is when you accidentally roll your ankle out, the shoe will force you to roll it out further, and that's when you get in trouble. And so by allowing time, I've been talking for 45 seconds and my foot's been rolled over. I'm allowing my tendons and my subconscious mind to say, oh, this is safe. When I get out to this position, this is my ankle talking. When I get out there, then I don't have to worry about breaking. I can just correct it. All right. Correcting it might mean releasing it and taking a step the other way, or might mean shifting your weight so you have balance. That's why we practice balance on this side. If this foot gets in trouble, I want to balance on this side instantly. And it just happens because we're practicing. Now roll that back flat, wiggle it around a little bit, shake it out, and roll it out one more time. And see how much easier that is? Now bring it back and shake it off. Okay, the other side. So blue side. Now this one is not warmed up for that. So I'm going to roll it out gently. Okay. And put a little weight on it. Not a lot. Okay. Let it get used to it. The body is trainable. The body will do anything you want it to do at any age. You just have to take it slow. And then back to my slow fast. Anything you do slowly, you'll be able to do fast with enough time. You practice one thing slowly. And I'm going to release that. I'm going to shake it off. Bruce Lee, the famous kung fu artist, roll it out one more time. Bruce Lee once said, I do not fear the man who has 10,000 techniques. I do not fear the man that has 10,000 techniques. Now he's talking about fighting. But I respect the man This is back in the 1960s. He said this. So we're not gender specific. We're not gender sensitive here. I respect the man or woman or person who has one technique that they have practiced 10,000 times. I respect the person that has one technique they've practiced 10,000 times. Come off that and shake it off. Now, the message there, practice one thing slowly, a lot, and it becomes your nature. And release. Inhale and release. Okay, so we're going to go directly in turtle. Actually, no, we want to do our head movement, and then we'll go to the latter moves in the turtle system. So we start out here. The vertical. Yes. 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 The horizontal. No. 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 Okay. Then I tip my head. There's my new vertical. Yes. 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 And here's my new horizontal. No. 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 Okay. And I gently lift my head up and I tip it the other way. Here's my vertical. Yes. 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 And here's my horizontal. No. 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 Okay. I'll bring it back to normal. Right. Half circle. Half circle. The relationship that you just created for your various vertebrae, C1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You have 7 vertebrae in your neck. Okay. Let's go to full circle now. And the way they move, it's called a gimbal. Gimbel, I think is the way you spell it. Reverse your circle. It means that you have a setup that you can move in any direction, up, down, left, right, sideways, and any combination of those things. Okay, release that. And by practicing your yeses and nos on these 3 different angles, you've created an environment for all of your tissues in your neck to move freely in all of the directions they are designed to move in. It's a great technique. With turtle, if we open our stance at this point, we're halfway through the turtle system. So we're jumping in halfway here. So we sit, bring your index finger or your fingers together, palms up, look at them. And now stand up and lift your palms to the middle of your chest. And turn your palms out. And push up. Now you notice that my wrists are still square. All right. I'm going to keep them square. Now let's pause here. Some people can't go this square. Some people can only go there. Right. I have bad arthritis in my right wrist, so I have to work and practice flexibility to get my hand to do this. All right. This is not a normal angle. Here, relax. Okay. Put your hands together and lift your elbows and relax your wrist. And now pull your hands apart. Most of you are going to go like that. And that is just fine. That is the range that your wrist will naturally go, right to there. This is a false indicator because you're pressing them together. Now, because I've been doing this for 5 minutes, I can keep my hands more or less square. My right wrist is a little less square because of the arthritis, but I want to practice keeping it open. All right. This doesn't hurt. It just helps. All right. So I bring it out. And so when I'm pushing, if I'm pushing this way, I am, for me, keeping my hands as vertical as I can. If this is your vertical, God bless you, that's fine. It doesn't change anything. All right. It's just a range of motion. All right. Now, so I'm here. I've come here, sat down, push up and stand up. Now inhale and exhale as you drop your hands all the way down. Now, wherever your hands are, when you get to the end of your breath, release your hands. Okay? So we inhale here. This is the detail on the first move of this sequence. Exhale throughout this. And when you run out of air, let go. That's the Chuan. Okay? Sit, inhale, up, exhale, and release. All right, one more detail for this particular move. When I'm inhaling, I'm going to lift the perineum. I'm going to pull my tummy in. And this takes us back to the very beginning of class where we were talking about the gut biome. You lift, compress, exhale, and relax everything. Drop the perineum, let your tummy go. Relax everything as you exhale. When you're empty, just be relaxed. But try it with me. So we sit, inhale, lift the perineum, pull in your tummy. It's counterintuitive because you're sucking air in the top, but you're pulling in on the bottom. Turn and press up and relax all of that. And come down. And release. Okay. Do it one more time. In. Out. Come down. And release. Good. Now the second move, we do the same thing. The second move is this. You sit, you come up halfway, get your hands in this attitude, turn them palms down, stay in that attitude, sit in that attitude, and then stand up, but leave your hands where they are. And go back down just for practice. It looks like my hands are on an invisible table here. It looks kind of weird. All right. But it's a different integration of your body and your muscle. So let's do it together. So inhale. Exhale as you sit and as you stand up. And when you're out of air, release. Okay. In. Out. Out, 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 out. Empty, empty, empty. Release. Two more. In. Out, 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 out. Empty, empty, empty. Release. One more. In. Out, 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 and release. Very good. Okay. Inhale. And we don't have much fire in our heads today because we did a lot of stuff that brings the fire down, but just bring it down and release it. Boom. And release it. All right. We're going to do 6 drops. We go up on our toes and drop. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Tap your heels and breathe in and sing with me. Oh, say, can you see? Good. Inhale. Out. Release. In. Out. Release. Last one. In. Out. Release. All right. A little tapping. Top of the head. Okay. Third eye. Corner of the eye. Below the eye. Above the cheek, the eye, what do you call this? The skull. Right at the edge of the eye socket. Right below your pupil. Come down over your cheek. Right here, under your eye, under your pupil. Back up to the temple. Back down your jawline. Under your nose. Tip of the chin. Good. Under the ear. All around. Good. Above the collarbone. On the collarbone. Below it. Good. All across the top. Lung points. armpit, under the breast, and down the sternum. All right, this side. All around, above, on the collarbone, top of the pec, all around the pectoral muscle here. Lung points, armpit, down the side under the breast, and down the sternum. All right, cup the sternum and brush it down. All right, now squeegee out and down. Eyes, nose, cheek, jawline, neck and throat. Under the ear, down, rake across and down, rake under and down. Okay, squeegee. Okay, clawing above, over, and down, above, over, and down. You can see I'm digging in here. All right, good. All right, under, and down. Now across the entire breast area. All those hundreds, literally hundreds and hundreds of lymph nodes are happy. They're smiling at you. Get it all. And brush it down kind of vigorously down. And now put your hands on your chest, come up on your toes and drop and push down and out. And shake it off, down and out. Little inhale. Say ah. Ah. Two more. Ah. Last one. Ah. Good job. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. Bring that fire out of your head. Down. Out. Fire out of the head. Down. Out. One more time. Inhale. Fire out of the head. Big exhale. Brush it off. Fresh chi. In. And out. Release. In. Out. Release. Last one. In. Out. And release. Beautiful job. Feet together. Right fist, left palm. I'll bow to you and thank you for an hour of your life. Or 45 minutes, actually. And I'll see you next time.